She comes all the way from Isiolo every single time she's told she requires additional documentation to access the money her deceased husband saved for their old age.
Nilikuwa nafuatilia benefits kutoka kwa ya mume wangu, but aliaga tangu 2009. Sasa tangu 2009 mpaka leo sijapata kusaidika. Huwa nikileta forms yoyote bado naambiwa inahitajika. Sasa nikileta ingine bado pia tu kwa ile msafara. Tangu wakati mpaka sasa mimi nimeshindwa wapi ni wapi. Sasa hata mpaka hata nimejiona hata nikitubura kwa sababu hata mtoto alifanya last year 8, saizi yako nyumbani.
Amina Aden and her 6 children lost a husband and a father 3 years ago. The government lost an officer in the General Service Unit. Ideally, Treasury's pension department should have paid out Ali Aden's benefits to his dependents immediately after. That hasn't been the case, and Amina and her family are not the exception.
My father was a primary teacher. He retired. After retired, he was on pension, which he was receiving monthly. Later on, he passed away. After that, the account was to be closed down, and my 2 mothers were to write a letter to notify the pension department that he is dead, and after that they could be getting the pension, which was supposed to run for 5 years. This thing did not happen as easily as such, because after closing down the account, they stayed for 2 years before receiving anything. Whenever they came, they were being told the file is not seen. Go and write another letter or fill another form to bring. When they did this, the question was the same. Then later on, I chipped in to start assisting them to trace the money. It also took me another 1 good year before they could start receiving that money. Or before they were given the monthly payment, there were lump sum which they were supposed to be paid, which was 112,000. Instead, they were given 56,000. There was a balance of 56. After that, that balance had not been seen until today.
As though losing their loved ones wasn't harrowing enough, the pension department has these families jumping through hoops to access money that should have been made immediately available to them upon the death of their loved ones.
In the event of you passing on, all your beneficiaries need to do is go and present evidence or proof that they are the bona fide members or beneficiaries, and they will immediately be allowed to access whatever you left behind, as opposed to having to wait for a very, very long process, assuming, of course, there are no disputes and so on, which could drag on the process of administering your property even longer. So in the event of your demise, it should not be taken through the usual processes. As long as they can show that they are the bona fide members, or rather they are the bona fide beneficiaries, which will be verified by the trustees, then they should have claim to that money, or they should have claim to the benefits whenever they want to.
Amina isn't even certain of how much she and her children are owed, but she's certain it would make a tremendous difference in their lives.
Kivenye mfanya nimekosa hiyo pension, nimekosa vitu mingi kwa nyumba, chakula, dawa, mavazi ya watoto. Mpaka hata watoto wengine huwa wanakaa saa zingine waniambia mam, kama msichana mwenye juzi amefanya class 8, aniambia mam, sasa saizi wacha hata kama ni kazi ya nyumba niende nifanye. Mimi nikamwambia utaweza, kwa sababu we mwenyewe ufanye nini auje hai. Sasa hata mimi nasikia nachoka sana. Hiyo pension imefanya nimekosa vitu mingi. Mimi ni Mkenya kweli.
Basic needs aside, the long journeys many dependents have to make, the cost of those journeys and accommodation are expenses these families cannot afford.
Like last time when I was there, I got about 3 mothers who were totally stranded and they had no place to go to. And they were asking how they could make it back to their home places. And nobody was taking any action. When you go to the reception, you might be told to come back after a week. When you come next week, you get a different person when you tell him the version of what you are told, or her, she'll tell you she doesn't know what to do. What he has answered you is final. You can see your way, how you can assist yourself. So it has been very difficult. Like right now, even spending is either lodging, or you spend in the streets, or you go to a relative, of which becomes a burden to others. Others have no relatives in Nairobi. So if somebody can chip in to assist, so many people are suffering there.
Years on, what hope is there for Mina and her children, Frederick and his mothers? Where does the bureaucracy end?
There are levels that one should first explore. The first level being try and engage the trustees of the pension scheme. The trustees are really like the directors. They make sure that all whatever is happening in the pension scheme is going well for the benefit of the members. Now, if that also doesn't seem to be working, then you can go to the regulator, in this case, the Retirement Benefits Authority. Yes.
Amina's husband and Gos's father served their government loyally, confident that in their old age, the government will look after their interests, and in the event of their untimely demise, look after the interests of their loved ones. This hasn't been the case, begging the question why. Olive Barrows, Capital TV.